So thank you again for tuning in to the Chris Show. So good that it needs to be stated twice. If you enjoy the content that I deliver on a consistent basis, please be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for all my videos. You like and participate in the comment section. As we all know, we witnessed American history last Wednesday. President Donald Trump ordered an insurrection. His crazy domestic terrorist followers breached Capitol Hill. We have 5 people dead. We have a Capitol Hill officer dead. We have another one that committed suicide. Basically, this has been a troubling week for America. This has been a week for mourning for some. This has been a week for others are like, ha, I told you so, motherfucker. And then we have people that are surprised that this insurrection was pre-planned, that we have some of these people that are off-duty cops in other places. It's been a bunch of eye-opening, jaw-dropping. The fact that the president was happy when the thing first was reported. He's denied any involvement within it. He's talking about his words didn't incite a riot. You know, he's beating President Trump. He's denying everything, acting like it's not his fault. He still has over 200 Republicans in the House that are backing him up and not choosing to impeach him. Either way, President Donald Trump has made history today. He is the first president to ever be impeached twice. That's never happened. As far as the presidents that have been impeached, we have Andrew Johnson, Richard Nixon, and Bill Clinton. Now we have Donald Trump for being impeached twice. Now, as far as the vote went, we already knew the Democrats were going to vote yes, but we surprisingly actually had 10 Republicans vote to impeach Trump. So this is a bipartisanship versus last time it was only Democrats that were trying to impeach Trump. There was no Republicans that sided along it. The most famous Republican to side with it is Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney is the House Republican Conference Chair, the 3rd highest position in the House Republican leadership. The fact that she's for impeachment of Trump is very impactful. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, congrats, oh yes, you finally saw the light with 2 weeks left before Trump left office. No, I am not going to put you on a pedestal. I am not going to act like you are the greatest person for doing your job. You're doing what's right, because these people literally tried to usurp America, tried to overturn the election, the Electoral College, something that's never been done. We haven't been breached since 1812, and that was by the British. It was not by America. This is history being made. And then we have these Republicans that are choosing to still side by Trump. The Senate as of now is on recess until Tuesday, so we won't have a vote. See what Republicans in the Senate would actually side with. We've seen that Mitch McConnell is for the impeachment. We'll see how that transpires. I'll make a video when that time comes. But America has just been so shaky right now. There's been threats of more violence that's going to be happening within the next 7 days. We have over 20,000 National Guard that's going to be there for the inauguration. America's shaky. America's rocky. Capitol Hill has National Guards with them at all times. This is uncharted territory. This is not normal, and this is all because of Trump. He refuses to take accountability in all measures and all facets of life. He's just a loser. 7 more days until he's gone. I wanted to give you guys an update. Let me know in the comment section, how have you guys felt over the past week with all that's gone on with this Trump stuff, with Republicans still siding with him, with the fact that we've heard that it's been somewhat of an inside job, and then the fact that people that are being arrested are pending charges that are 10 to maybe 20 years. It's just, give me your guys' thoughts, because for me, I've just been taking it all in. I know I said in the video I'm embarrassed to be an American, but this is more so about white America to me. This is white America coming full circle, exposing the fact that you want to be radical, but you still want to not be called a terrorist. Like I said, this is just uncharted territory for us, and I'm not used to it. I'm not comfortable with it. And like I said, we'll see with the Senate if Trump becomes the first president to be impeached twice. If he is impeached, then he will no longer be able to run in 2024 or hold any position in office, and that's mainly what this is for, because either way, he's still leaving in 7 days. But we don't want Trump to come back in the future. That's what this draws down to. We'll see what Republicans do and what don't. So like I said, let me know in the comment section. But the final vote is 232 to 197, with 4 not voting. And if you're not voting, to me, that's you siding with Trump. That's why I said around 200 House Republicans are still siding with this man. Our American democracy is being more questioned than ever before. But as you know of Chris, I give breaking news when breaking news happens. As I was doing this video about Donald Trump and his impeachment, I just read that James Harden was traded to the Brooklyn Nets. And before going into the full deets of it, let me just read you the full trade details. So the full current trade, the Rockets received Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Redonius Kirkus, 3 Brooklyn first rounders, 22, 24, 26, 1 Milwaukee Buck first rounder, 2022 unprotected, 4 Brooklyn first round swaps, 2021, 2023, 2025, and 2027. The Brooklyn Nets received James Harden, the Indiana Pacers received Caris LeVert and a second rounder, and the Cavs received Jared Allen and Taurean Prince. Now that's crazy. That's changing the landscape of the Eastern Conference, that maybe the NBA. I don't know if you guys haven't been watching basketball, but James Harden has quit on the Rockets. He's gotten overweight. They just got embarrassed by the Lakers back to back, and he was just basically saying, I don't see this team working. I don't see us working. And then in under 24 hours, he's been moved to the Brooklyn Nets. That's where he wanted to be from the start. If you saw my previous video, he's now reunited with Kevin Durant. They also were able to keep Kyrie Irving. There's some things to look at from this trade. One, Caris LeVert was a really good bench man, so losing him, obviously they get the firepower with Harden, so they're not going to miss him in that instance. But Jared Allen is a really underrated player, very good defensively. He's the type of person you need on title contending teams. Now we got to see the Nets play a washed DeAndre Jordan. I don't know how that's going to go. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Brooklyn Nets depth this season may not be good enough to win it. And the fact that Kyrie hasn't been wanting to play, he is mad about not being talked about with the head coach. The Brooklyn Nets, they still have this drama. James Harden still needs to prove himself in the playoffs, and now he has this tarnished legacy of being a quitter and a pussy. Like I said, I don't view James Harden the same after how he left Houston. That was some of the weakest crap ever. How you gonna come into camp out of shape? How you still going to the strip clubs in the middle of a pandemic? It's just a lot of things. We'll see. I know a lot of people hate 3 superstar teams. They hate when the NBA gets like this. I'm starting to see why it's in the same boat. I like how everyone was having 2 all-stars. LeBron AD, Kawhi PG. I like the 2-star system, the 3-star. Someone usually has to adjust how they play. If you don't remember how Chris Bosh in Miami or Kevin Love with the Cavs. We'll see how Brooklyn is, but right now on paper, that's a very talented team. Are they better than the Lakers? I'm gonna say no as of now, because the Lakers right now are a top defensive team. They got better in the offseason and they are deep. The Brooklyn Nets are a 3-man team. We'll see if DeAndre Jordan can get it. Spencer Dinwiddie tore his ACL, so he's not going to be here for the year. That's good in the future. It's not good for now. But yeah, also guys, let me know how you feel about this trade. The Rockets, they're obviously gearing towards the future. And I guess they can compete now with Wall, Boogie, and Oladipo, but they were more geared towards getting all those first. I like what the Cavs are doing. We're getting Jared Allen. Now they have him with Andre Drummond. You wonder if they move him or they move Love. So they have a big man rotation that needs to be fixed or adjusted. Indiana, Oladipo wasn't expiring. Now they get Caris LeVert, who can be a 20+ point per game scorer for them and continue to grow. I like this trade overall, but Brooklyn, you got to win a title within the next year or 2, or if not, it's going to start getting interesting, because your future is basically in the hands of the Houston Rockets. If you get a ring, it's worth it. If you don't get a ring, it's not worth it. That's what it comes down to me. So also in the comment section, you guys let me know, how do you feel about James Harden after how he ended his Rockets relationship? How do you feel about this trade? Also, do you think Kyrie Irving's still going to be doing this crazy not playing games, going to his sister's party, doing meetings on Zoom while the game is on? Do you think that stuff's still going to transpire? Do you think the Nets are going to have a good enough team to win it all this year, knowing that they have to play DeAndre Jordan, who hasn't been good in a while? How do you like the Cavs feature with it, the Rockets and Pacers getting LeVert? Just let me know in the comment section. But as you know of Chris, I'm going to give you the news whenever the news is there, whether that's today, tomorrow, a week or 2 from now. So I need to make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell for all my videos. You like and participate in the comment section. This Chris, I'm out. This motherfucker.